Hey guys, this is Deepika with Kula Village and this is Poonam with Turquoiz Touch.
Hi guys.
And we have her beautiful collection featuring on kulavillage.com. Kula Village is an online marketplace for multicultural, ethnic, and heritage products. And, the thought process behind starting Kula Village was to bring a little bit of our culture into our everyday lives. Main focus is to bring a platform for entrepreneurs who are creating some beautiful work in different categories. Like you do jewelry, we have chai, we have handcrafted chocolates which are Indian flavored. So there's so much. The possibilities are endless. So can you tell us something about Turquoiz Touch?
So guys, Turquoiz Touch is my baby that I started about 5 years ago when I had my babies, my twin kids. And it has been a wonderful journey so far. The inspiration behind starting this brand basically was that I enjoy working with natural stones. So my brand specializes in gemstone jewelry, and I have been wearing gemstones for years, and I figured it was time to share that with the rest of the beautiful women around. So pretty much the inception of the brand came from that idea that I wanted to do something exclusively in gemstone jewelry.
And Poonam and I have known each other for a couple of years now, and I'm so excited that we got to partner.
No, I'm really excited. As people who buy from me and my friends and my near and dear ones, they know that I always love to try out new things. I'm always excited to do something different with the same kind of stuff. It generally gets very monotonous. So I'm always experimenting with different channels to explore, to kind of convey my message, what I'm doing with my brand, with my jewelry, to try and expand the outreach of my audience. And I think when Deepika approached me with this concept that she was planning, that she wanted to bring together a platform which will have vendors from all ethnicities and walk of life with all kind of ethnic products under one roof. I felt that it was going to be a wonderful collaboration, and that's the reason I was quickly sold to the idea, and she was really good at convincing me. And honestly, it's just a different way of reaching out to the demographics, and I'm already been doing trade through Facebook and Instagram, and right now with the current conditions of the pandemic and all, I think digital marketing and social media platforms are two of the most lucrative channels that small business owners can tap into to increase their clientele, to get a wider outreach to the audience.
Thank you. Where can you tell us where you source these stones from?
So
how does it come together?
Okay, so the materials come from all over the world. There are different kinds of stones that are sourced from different parts of the world. Assembly essentially happens in India for the most part, but I have designers. I actually have an army of all female designers that work very hard to bring these exquisite pieces to us, and they are located in different parts of the world, which includes India, Germany, Zurich, New Zealand, UK, Turkey, Afghanistan, Tibet, Nagaland, Sikkim, Nepal, just to name a few. I'm sure I'm forgetting a lot of
So
places.
literally it's world jewelry.
Yes, it's world jewelry in the true sense.
And how do you go about designing it?
So because it's world jewelry, I pretty much draw inspiration from different cultures, different architectures. In fact, in my personal life, when I travel to places with my family, I'm always looking, my eyes are always hunting for different materials, something unique. When I come across, I'll just pick it up. If it's a raw material or a finished product, there's no set rule. If I like something that's ready-made, I will just pick it up and bring it to you guys. If I like bits and pieces and parts of it, then I will just source individual raw materials and have either I will design to put them together, or I have a team of girls, women that I work with, fabulous women, small business entrepreneurs, who will help me put those designs together.
That's beautiful that you're empowering them as well as helping us over here get these beautiful pieces.
Absolutely.
And if I'm not wrong, most of them are one of a kind, right?
Yes. All of my designs, I do not make any replicas or repeats of any, just because the raw materials themselves are very unique and exquisite. It's really hard to replicate the same exact designs because you will never find the exact same raw materials. And I feel every masterpiece only exists once, right? And that's why it's a masterpiece. So then whoever possesses that piece is the sole owner, and that's how you make women feel special. Because my motto is, this is a brand by women, for women, you know, of women. So that the essence of uniqueness is what makes it. You know, Deepika, another thing that I wanted to mention was that a lot of the jewelry, along with sourcing the materials from different parts of the world, like I said, it gets made also in different parts of the world, include interiors, remote interiors and rural regions, where this is the primary business, or this is the primary means of earning a livelihood for a lot of people, is to be making, handcrafting this kind of ethnic jewelry. That includes the piece that you're wearing in your neck. It's a beautiful tribal piece from Tibet, from areas like Tibet, Nepal, Nagaland, and some are even from the interiors of Mexico. There are these tribes like the Hukal tribe or the Limbu artisans. There are various kinds of tribes situated in all of these remote interiors, and all they really do is they sit and they handcraft and crochet these beautiful jewelries, basically give it to people like us or retailers who then sell them for a very high margin. So that's where somebody like me comes in the picture, is I try to provide them a fair value business where they don't end up getting exploited. They do get a fair value trade, a fair value of their efforts, of all the energies that they're investing. And guys,
that is so important.
It is very important, and this is not easy as it seems. It's a very, very laborious task. Sometimes each neck piece takes them up to a day or two, sometimes even weeks together, because a lot of times the design doesn't come as planned and they have to restring the entire thing. They have to bead, then break it, then rebead it. So it does go through a life cycle before a beautiful piece comes to life. And they really don't get a lot of money in return for all of this labor of love. So that was another idea behind, starting something like this, which I call as a thematic jewelry, is what I call my jewelry as, concept jewelry, and it's world jewelry, because I wanted to touch upon the lives of these artisans, of these women who own smaller businesses. In a way, we are kind of conveying or giving an outlet to their craft, and showcasing it to the world. So that is a different level of job satisfaction that one gets, that you're not just doing it for my monetary gratification, but at the same time we are feeding some lives, we are putting food on the table for some of these artisans.
The scenario that we are in, investment that we are making, not just in our wardrobe, but in someone's life.
Absolutely. And I feel it's life is all a game of energy. So when we are supporting these small businesses, you are actually tapping into and harnessing a lot of blessings and good wishes that they have made these pieces with, and it will go a long way. I very firmly believe that those associated energies will go a long way in your life, and that's the reason when we wear something that looks pretty, we feel so good and confident and pretty from within. So somewhere, those energies and those blessings, they
go a long way. Even at Kula Village, we feel strongly about slow fashion, and when I say slow fashion, it means where there are more hours that are spent by the artisans or the skilled hands that make these products, and as against a fast fashion which is mass produced, and factory workers are not even paid their worth.
And it's, along with being mass produced, it's very, very heavily marked out.
So what we'll end up paying against what the artisans or the workers get is, there's a huge difference.
Huge gap, as well as you don't even end up getting a unique piece. There's hundreds of pieces made of the same kind.
And all of them are the
So you're paying all of those big bucks for something that your next door neighbor might have as well.
The revolutionary pieces that as we can afford to get it, we can afford to make that investment in somebody's life by giving them their due worth. I think we should take that opportunity.
And these don't even cost as much of a fortune as some of these mass-produced ones. In addition to getting a unique piece, what I feel that I identify with the term slow fashion in the way that these are timeless pieces.
Right.
You know, these are really not going to die with fashion.
Yeah.
They really don't adhere to any kind of fashion cycle.
Mm-hmm.
So even 10 years later, you can wear this piece and it'll look equally stunning,
Right.
and it will never go out of fashion. So I think that's another beauty of not machine made or handcrafted
Right.
pieces, is they are very precious and they're timeless pieces. You can wear them any season, any reason, and they will never
And
go
they
out
can
of
be
style.
part of your
Absolutely.
heirloom pieces.
Yes.
You pass it on.
Yes, they can be a part of your legacy. So you can give it to your daughters or your daughter-in-laws, and they'll have the same value.